So here's your studio people with Nick and Shauna. So I'll be recording just the Zoomers and my voice, not you guys. Okay. So welcome to your 1 hour yin yoga class. We just have Allison joining. Maybe somebody else. Hey, Allison. All right, so is there anything you guys want to work on today? Yin yoga, so we're looking at long holds, deep release, long stretches. Yeah, we won't be doing that. Yeah, there's no standing. Yeah. Anything you guys want to work on?
I'm always the same, upper back.
Yeah. As we're all sitting like this.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, can we stretch our upper back? One time, one of my friends took a picture of this massage therapist and I watching this rodeo, and we were like hunched over. Oh, that's really bad. So upper back. Hey, Allison, can you hear me okay? Yep, perfect. So upper back, anything else? Hips? Okay. Yin yoga is perfect for that. So go ahead and get started in your child's pose. In your Balasana child's pose. Allison, I'm recording the Zoom for my website and YouTube. Are you okay with that? Yeah, cool. Thank you. All right. Let yourself land on your mat this morning. You can do so by just letting your whole physical body relax down into the earth. And start by taking 5 very deep inhales and exhales in through your nose and out through your mouth. And as you breathe out through your mouth, really, really sigh out. Draw your belly button to your spine. And work to get all that stale air out. And after your 5th exhale, drop right into your Ujjayi breath. Your Ujjayi breath are deep inhales and exhales through your nose. Of course, breathe through your mouth if your nose is clogged for any reason. You'll spend 1 more whole minute in this asana, being your first yin pose. So as you connect here, let your whole body melt down into surrender. Connect to stillness. Very different than yang yoga. Be in your edge. Make any little adjustments you need to feel a deep stretch through your chest, maybe through your pelvis. Time is the 3rd Tattvara principle. Usually the postures are held anywhere from 2 up to 20 minutes. And the last Tattvara principle is a release. So the release happens very, very slowly due to the depth in which you've held posture for. Now walk your hands over to your left side. Go very, very slow, slower than you want to move. And activate this pose by drawing your right armpit down, leaning a little more into your right side of your shoulder. And at the same time, dropping your hips towards your heels. Breathe into your right lung. And so for this class, set your intention for simplicity. Simply being connected to your Ujjayi breath and simply noticing what comes up. Noticing if the tension that you're feeling is merely physical, or could it be connected to the energetic, emotional theory of traditional Chinese medicine, which in this pose, the stretch through your ribs and lungs could connect to grief or courage. Holding for 20 more seconds. In slow motion, walk your hands back through center and all the way over to your right side. All the way over, moving slower than you want to. Good, dropping into your left shoulder, left lung, left ribs. Let your hips soften toward your heels with every breath out and simply notice what's coming up for you to learn, what's coming up for you to connect to, and what's coming up for you to release. Remembering the yin philosophy that states there's always yang with yin. Very slowly come back to center, rise up to all fours, and connect to your yang energy of cat-cow. So you'll begin to move and flow with your Ujjayi breath as your guide. As you inhale, lift your head up and forward, keeping your neck long, tailbone up and back. Feel a stretch through your belly. And as you exhale, round, draw your nose towards your belly button, feeling a stretch behind your shoulder blades, between your shoulder blades. I'll invite you to close your eyes and take your awareness inward. Really feel your Ujjayi breath. Notice where you're holding on to tension. And take any organic movements to access the tension that you're feeling. And then with your next exhale, slide your hands forward for puppy pose. Going into your next yin posture, you'll be holding this for 3 minutes. So drop into your edge. What is your edge? It is your deepest point of stretch before injury. What guides you into your edge is your breath. If your Ujjayi breath halts or shortens, you've likely gone past your edge. This is a little bit of a face squisher. Nick, bring your forehead down. Good. And breathe into your front body chest and your back body shoulders. Feel your collarbones widen, your shoulders widen with every exhale. Use each of your Ujjayi inhales to investigate where is the tension. And let your exhale simply release it. Simply noticing what is coming up for you. In this posture, you're connecting with the fire element, which is responsible for your expression of joy and your ability to love and enjoy life. And this element becomes blocked with feelings of impatience, dislike, and even hate. You're halfway there. One more minute. In slow motion, land back into your Balasana, your child's pose, the first pose you took this morning. Let your forehead massage into your mat as you connect to your learnings thus far in your practice, your insights, your takeaways, and any change you've experienced from then until now. Remembering that Krishnamacharya, the father of Western yoga as we know it today, said yoga is change. The question is, are we able to slow down enough and be present enough to notice it? And come back up into your yang energy, cat-cow flow with your Ujjayi breath. And see if you can maybe lengthen your breath a little deeper. Maybe you can fill up a little bit more with your inhale, empty out a little bit more with your exhale. So remember, inhale, head and tailbone up, exhale, round. Or maybe if you're looking to expand your pranayama practice, your breath practice, you could add a slight pause, a kumbhaka at the top of your inhale. And this pause is an opportunity to connect to stillness, the ultimate yin energy, and recall your intention, which today is simplicity. And pause at center, go ahead and reach your right arm all the way up to the sky. Bend your elbow to cactus it. Reach it back, 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 and thread the needle. And holding here for 3 minutes. You have some options with your left hand. You could do your half bind. You can push the floor away from you with your left hand. You can kickstand one leg, either leg out. But it's like a kickstand, right? You want to go into yin, not yang. There's no effort. So Annie, bring your leg out to the side. Yeah, and then lean into your pelvis. There you go. You can do that with either leg. So continuing to work with your heart, meridian, and your fire element, your ability to connect to joy, to love, and to enjoyment of life. You're halfway there. Notice if you're at your edge in your yin energy, you simply be with the exploration and excavation of your Ujjayi breath. Thirty more seconds. As slow as you can, rise back up into any yang movement that your body's wanting. Maybe that's a cat-cow, maybe it's a dynamic child's pose, maybe it's some big arm circles or a down dog. Good. Come on down to all fours, float your left arm all the way up, bend your elbow, open, 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 and take your thread the needle. Drop into your edge on this side. Maybe you kickstand a leg out, maybe you don't. It certainly does not have to be the same as your other side. Good, drop into your stillness. Time starts now. And notice if there are any thoughts or different feelings that arise with your left ear on your mat compared to your right. The Vedic philosophy states that our left side is our yin side, our feminine side. Our ability to soften, become still, to connect to insights from the darkness, and to illuminate through the darkness. Our right side is stated to be our masculine side, the side of strength, courage, stability, movement, accountability. You're halfway there. Thirty more seconds. In slow motion release, come onto all fours. If you're in the studio, you can face the garden. Zoomers face any direction you want and land in your frog pose. As you make your way there, take any yang movements to release your shoulders and drop right into your inner hips. So for frog, you might want to fold the sides of your mat over to protect your knees. You'll face the garden if you're in the studio. Shauna knows this pose. You can watch her set up. Take your knees really, really wide. So in yang yoga, we're told to dorsiflex our feet. In yin yoga, you want to relax your feet. You want to continue to feel the stretch in your pelvis. So there's a tendency sometimes to drop onto your belly. You want to do the opposite. You want to push your hips back toward the wall behind you. Back, back, back. Take your elbows with you. Let your head hang if that feels okay. If you need a prop and you're in the studio, you can let me know. Okay, holding here for 4 minutes. A deep pelvic stretch, as long as you don't feel any pain or pulling in your knees, that's okay. There will be some pressure. Just make sure it's not painful. This is the king of releasing postures, diving right into your wood element, your liver meridian, which has everything to do with housing frustration and anger, annoyance. When this element is running free and clear, you can connect to compassion. Now, Krishnamacharya also stated that the posture begins when you want to come out of it. Notice if your mind is trying to interrupt your experience. Just let your thoughts flow. Remembering that we're designed as humans to think. Your yoga is your ability to connect to your breath. You're halfway there. Ensure you're at your edge. You have 1 minute left. Thirty seconds. Really nice, everyone. Very, very slowly release into any yang movement. If you're not sure what to do, take your cat-cow. Yes, that's a hockey goalie stretch too. It's very manly for the fellas in the crowd. You can continue with your cat-cow, or you can take your downward facing dog. Really soften your neck, face, jaw, and throat. Open up your mouth, rock your bottom jaw from side to side. And bring your right leg through for your low lunge. So this is a yin posture. There is a little bit of yang energy by drawing your knee toward your right rib. So back knees down, hands are on the inside edge of your front foot. Hands to the inside edge. Yeah, there you go. And maybe now you can come down to your forearms. You can rest your head on a block or just let your head hang. So bring your whole arm onto the inside. There you go. Yeah. Maybe drop down onto one arm, maybe both. Oh, good job. Yoga's working for you. So for this one, there, like I said, there's a little bit of yang energy. You want to keep your big toe mound grounded in this pose. And then let the yin really melt into your inner thighs and your pelvis. Good. You'll hold for 3 minutes. This posture continues to work with your wood element and your liver meridian. It also connects to your water element, your ability to go with the flow. So connect to your water element as you resist movement. Drop into stillness. Notice what's coming up for you to connect to learn, or to release. Two more minutes to go. Notice where you could bring more softness to maybe your hands, arms, shoulders, neck, face, jaw, throat, mind. 1.5 minutes left. Be at your edge. Twenty more seconds. Connect to your Ujjayi breaths for your last hold here. And with your next Ujjayi inhale, slowly rise up to your hands and slide your right foot toward the left side of your mat for half pigeon Ekapada. Right foot, left side. Dropping right down into your hip opener. Yeah. So again, in yin yoga, you relax your front foot versus dorsiflexing it. So this might bring your knee into a different new edge. Respect that edge. Come all the way down. Pull your femur bones into your pelvis to plug in and then release. Holding for 3 minutes. Breathe deep into your right hip. Continuing to work with the wood element, the holder of anger, frustration, annoyance, and also compassion. And the only thing you have to do is connect to your Ujjayi breath. With your right hip, notice if there are any messages from the masculine side of your energy, the side of Shiva, the one responsible for movement, progress, stability, and strength. Thirty more seconds to go. How could you lean farther into your yin energy? Your stillness, your edge. Very, very slowly, slower than you want to move. Release back to your downward facing dog. Once you're at your down dog, connect to your yang energy. Flow, move, take a big sigh out of your mouth. Give your head a shake. Push the earth away from you with your hands. Good, and bring your left leg forward for low lunge. Hands come to the inside edge of your left foot. Back knee comes down. Good, drop down onto your forearms. Drop into your stillness. 4 minutes starts now. Ujjayi breath into softness. Two more minutes, big breath. Exploring with your inhale. Excavating with your exhale. Keeping it simple. Letting your breath do the work. "45 seconds left. You can do anything for 45 seconds. For sure, anything for 30 seconds. Even hold your breath. Next inhale, very, very slowly rise up to your hands and shift into Ekapada half pigeon. Slide your foot over to the right side of your mat. Assess your knee, right? Make sure there's no pain, pulling, or pressure. Ahimsa is always first. Plug your femur bones up into your pelvis and then melt all the way down. Drop into yin, into stillness. Releasing anything stuck on your left side, your left hip. 3-minute hold. Notice what's different from your left hip compared to your right. And is it by chance connected to anything to do with your yin side? The side of Shakti, feminine, stillness, forgiveness, acceptance. You're halfway there. Thirty more seconds left. Slowly rise up. Slide your right leg forward, lie down on your back, and hug both of your knees into your chest. No option but to move slowly now, huh? Lie on your back, hug both knees in, go for some yang, some movement. Massage your low back into the floor. And as you do so, connect to your fire element by expressing love for yourself, enjoyment for your life, gratitude for all parts of you. You release your left leg and take your right leg into supine twist. So release your left, twist with your right. Simple words, teaching techniques. They really do work. Good, so bring your knee all the way down, go into your edge. Bring your right arm out beside you, turn your palm upward to get the external rotation in your right shoulder, and then lift your arm up as high as it'll go. Annie, turn your palm up, right palm. Yeah, there you go. And you can really get into your armpit and your pec, your whole right side body, once again, connecting to your lung meridian, responsible for housing and expressing grief and courage. You'll hold here for 3 minutes. Also take a moment to connect to your right side energy. Notice if there's anything related to strength and courage that's coming up to connect to or to release. You're halfway there. Really be with your breath. Very, very slowly release to your wide-legged, wide-armed Shavasana, which in Yin is called the pinnacle pose, which is a representation of the earth element. Wide legs, wide arms, let your whole body melt down, drop into stillness and connect to Mother Earth's supportive, safe, and grounding energy. Stay with your Ujjayi breath. And can you actually feel and be one with the Earth's gravity? Okay, center your right leg, hug your left knee in, supine twist. Okay, twist your left knee across your body, left arm is out, palm up, lift it up as high as you can, drop into your edge. 3 minutes starts now. Notice the change, what's changing. Every breath, every millisecond is an opportunity to really practice your yoga and notice the change. Halfway there. Really bring your breath. This is your last posture before your final Shavasana. And as slow as you can, release back to your pinnacle pose. This time, surrender your Ujjayi breath. Let your natural breath flow. Drop right into it, into the most important pose in all of yoga. Have your arms out wide, feet out wider than normal, palms face up. Soften your fingers, your toes, separate your teeth, and allow your tongue to float back toward your throat. Let gravity pull every muscle, every bone, every inch of skin down toward safety, supportiveness, groundedness, and protection. Remembering that this energy is ever available to you at any time. Really nice stillness, everyone. Let your natural breath flow through your body. Very, very slowly begin to awaken your physical body. You can awaken your thinking mind by gently rocking your head from side to side. As you do so, connect to one thing that you've learned from your practice that you could bring with you off your mat. Go ahead and bring the soles of your feet to your mat and roll over onto one side, left or right. Once you're there, pause. Connect to the essence of this asana, which is to recreate, to rebirth, to transform. Just take a moment to imagine the rest of your day with your insight embodied. Use your hands to guide yourself up to a seated position. Place your left hand on top of your heart, your right hand on top of your left. Sit tall. Yeah, either or. Thank God we only have two hands, right? Yeah. Sit tall, drop your chin toward your heart in reverence of your heart energy. Connect to gratitude for the amazing human that you are. Take a final deep breath in. Long, full ha, sigh out. Hold forward and close your practice. Thank you. Thanks, Meg. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Stina. Thanks, Allison. Nice to see you.